Hi, my name is Alan Rauch. I'm a professor of English at UNC Charlotte, and I will be doing the seminar on the intersections of science, technology, and culture. And my impetus in doing this is because my own background happens to be in the sciences, and what I'm interested in talking about with all of you is how science, technology, and culture all intersect. For a long time, we've basically worked in academic silos, separating science, technology, culture, literature, art, cinema, but they're all part and parcel of the same thing. And so what I want to do in an effort to get people to think about how the world works together is to approach subjects that bring and integrate the science and technology into them. So for example, people who are interested in dance uh, don't necessarily recognize that what they've done is they've turned their bodies into technological machines in order to perform a certain kind of art. Um, so the technology is already embodied in them before they even hit the proscenium stage, before they even get the lights that come down on them. The questions that we want to ask will deal with social and cultural influences on science. So for example, I'll hopefully be looking at the immortal life of Henrietta Lacks, an African-American woman whose cells became the predominant cells used in testing for cancer and in cell testing over a period of time. Permission was never asked to use her cells, and yet her cells are all over the world. What does this mean? How do we think about this? Our questions are not merely germane for people working at higher levels. Lots of people who are going to be asking questions in terms of grade school, kindergarten, and even nursery. How do these subjects, what importance do they have? And the answer in some ways is that even at that early age, children should be thinking and asking questions about about the ways that these worlds interact, not that they're separate worlds. And so when a child looks at a dolphin, because I'll be talking about dolphins, I just wrote a book about dolphins, and they look at a dolphin and they say, why does a dolphin have a belly button? They'll know that a dolphin has a belly button because it's a mammal. Something as simple as that is really critical in changing the way that a student or a child or anybody thinks about the world. So what I want to do is bring in literature, bring in examples of science, sometimes forensic science, sometimes it'll have to do with animals, of course, which I'm very interested in, even animals that no longer exist, like the giant ground sloth, and examine how they fit into culture and how we interpret them. So I'm hoping that you'll be interested in some of these topics as well, in bringing together worlds that are typically separated and thinking through these issues with me, and I hope to see you in the seminar.